Titcoin cryptocurrency, Tostitos breathalyzer, and Trump and Kim Jong-un make a commemorative coin on today's episode of 123 Jokes!
Welcome everybody to 123 Jokes, a competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, tell 3 jokes about each story, and decide who has written the funniest jokes.
My name is Ricardo Leone.
I'm no longer here. I'm Jeremy Martinez.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
I'm Aaron Kraft.
And joining us today is the host of all your favorite game shows, and more importantly, he's the king of TV. It is...
Paul Goebel.
Paul Goebel.
Did you forget my name? Is that why you pointed at me?
I want to say...
Paul.
Previn? Good guess.
Close.
Previous
guest, I won't say who, was calling him Dom.
Like Dom Goebel?
Yeah, Dom Life.
I think she thought I was a different guy.
How do you know it was a she?
It's actually, I know exactly who it was.
Who was it? Tell us.
There's a comedian in Tucson named Dom DeTola who looks like a younger version of me. So that's not the first time someone's done that. One time I submitted to like some festival in Tucson shortly after I moved here, and I was like, that'd be nice because my mom lives down there. I was like, I'll go there for the weekend, and somehow my festival submission money got refunded, like out of nowhere. I got an email, your money's been refunded. I was like, what the fuck is this? So I sent them an email, hey, why was my thing refunded? And they wrote back, are you Dom DeTola? I'm like, well, no, I signed it, Paul Goebel, and that says Paul right there in my email, so no. So tell you what, I'll keep my money and you guys do what you do and let's not do anything more.
You're not Dom, king of ham radio?
Yeah, as a different guy, but I've been called worse things than Dom.
You're not Dom Perignon?
Dom DeLuise.
No, wait. I want to... We've been rejected for a festival. How come we didn't get our money back?
It was clearly an error. That was the thing. I didn't get. I quit. I probably could have still showed up at the festival and been like, "Hi, I'm here," and not paid. It was. I just didn't want to be involved.
Well, then, did Dom have like some debt that he was owed by the festival? I'm like, wondering if he got kind of fucked over.
Maybe he had a cut. Like, maybe he showed up and they're like, I heard you canceled. What happened? Do you know who Dom DeLuise is, Carly?
I know who Dom DeLuise is.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right, good. What's your favorite Dom DeLuise project?
Okay. When I was a kid, one of my favorite movies was the Mel Brooks Robin Hood Men in Tights, and Dom DeLuise was in that movie.
No, he's
yes,
not.
he absolutely was.
I don't think he is.
He plays the guy who has cotton in his mouth.
Does she know something you
Do
don't,
I know
Paul?
something you don't?
I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Well, that's a movie, so
Yeah, you said
it's
it's
in his
not
fine print.
It's a
Sad.
Godfather reference.
Huh?
Isn't that just
It is
cotton
a
in his
Godfather.
mouth?
Yes, he's parodying the Godfather.
You're thinking of Spaceballs, where he played Pizza the Hut.
No, I'm so confident.
I vaguely
Paul.
remember what
Did
Carly
I just
sang.
stump Paul in a movie trivia?
Yeah,
This is
you stumped the
best day
king of
my
TV
life.
on a movie question. Congratulations.
Still the best day of my life.
Hey, no, they run that movie on TV.
Yeah, sure.
Loophole.
As they do football games, I should know all about sports and shit like that too.
Yeah, you better know all about
You guys weren't
commercials,
here
too.
for this, but after your last live show, not everybody was here for this conversation, but I was teasing Carly, and she goes, you know what, Paul, while you were learning all that, I was learning about musicals. And my first thought was, why is that a brag? But then I said, I was in like Chicago, Gypsy, I was in what was that? Sweeney Todd. I was in a lot of musicals in college.
In your fucking face.
What's the funnest musical you were ever in?
That I was in 9 to 5, the musical.
Oh, that actually is fun. Who'd you play?
I was Roz.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's actually very cool.
If you're interested, you can look up Carly Kastner Heart to Heart on YouTube, and you will find a clip of me singing my main song from the show. It's not on my YouTube page. Someone else posted it.
Your parents?
It was the director of the show posted it.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was in... Sweeney Todd was probably the best musical I was in. A lot of them were bad. College.
Who
Yeah.
are you in Sweeney
Yeah.
Todd?
I was in the chorus in Sweeney Todd, and I was only in it because they were so desperate for dudes. Because I was on the
Thought you
outs.
were dumb.
I was in the outs in a department. I had to like take a gap year because I didn't make juries, so I like couldn't take any acting classes, and everyone thought I was a fuck up. But they needed guys who could sing so badly for the chorus because the chorus also moved the sets, so
Oh,
they
shit,
needed
yeah, they
dudes
needed
who could
dudes.
also sing on stage, and that was me. I was like, well, I'm clearly going to get in, but because I didn't fuck around, they were all like, okay, good job, Paul. We'll let you in again. And I eventually graduated. So, but it was the easiest fucking thing ever. Nobody's watching you in the chorus.
Tonight's role of Dom DeTello will be played by Paul Goebel.
The best part was being in the chorus. You don't really have to do anything, and when you're on stage, you can watch other people. You can watch the other actors and be like,
Yeah.
man, that guy's good.
I always hate being in the background of scenes because I try really hard to like be engaged in the scene, but it's like you end up doing it so many times over the course of rehearsals and doing it in the show every night.
Yeah.
And it's like, how many times can you be like,
And eventually you realize nobody's watching me. Nobody's
and
looking at me at
here's
all.
the other fun part is like when you can interact with another chorus member on stage. So it's like when you go,
We're talking at the same time.
The best is, I don't know if you guys have ever like worked on a set with extras, like a movie or TV set, but a lot of times, like I would do a lot of shows where I only had the one line. I'm sure
Yeah.
we've all seen my great one line and Not Another Teen Movie. But I would work
But
on
you were
shows,
singing.
right? But I would only be there for one line. So a lot of the extras and shit would think that I was an extra. They would think like, oh, he doesn't have any line. He's just another guy sitting here. So they would try to do that to me, pretend talk. And then at some point I'd have to go, shh, hey, and like say my line. I had to stand up and say my line. And I was like, you know what, extras, could you not talk to me? Oh my God. I actually have a dressing room. And I get to eat before you. So
You're like
pull
that,
that
huh?
out. Yeah. Well, I've been an extra, so I know what it's like to be shit on.
I think they're doing a little scene in the background right now.
Yeah, it was great. You guys
I
did
was
a good
telling Rick
job.
that my microphone is really loud.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's not to Mike.
I was just saying watermelon, watermelon, watermelon. And I realize actually, as we're like sitting here doing this thing where we like move our mouths and no words are coming out, that if you're just listening to the podcast and not watching on YouTube,
Right.
you'll be like, what are they doing? It's
Just your
just
lips
silence.
smacking together.
I was actually in a musical
ADR.
too.
Oh,
Which one?
Pippin.
Pippin? I have
yeah.
never seen Pippin.
Who were you?
I was in the band in the back playing bass.
Oh, you weren't in a musical. You were in the pit.
I was part of the musical.
oh wow.
He was in the
You
pit.
were part of the musical, but you weren't in the musical.
Yeah.
I was in the musical.
No,
You were part of the
it's
musical,
not
but
the
you
same.
weren't
I
in the
learned the
musical.
songs.
What was the
Showed
name of
up.
your character? And say one of your lines.
I was the bass player in the back.
And
No.
what was the bass player's most famous line from the show?
No, that's the pit.
Played Freddie Boom Boom Washington, apparently.
Sure.
It's like the usher being like, I was in a musical.
So you equate a musical performer?
No, I mean it's
With the
just
usher.
that he's in the
Usher's a
show in
performer.
terms of like he plays an instrument in the pit.
Just because the
But
pit is on
it's-
stage doesn't mean you're in the musical.
I was actually behind the
Guys,
the
it's
back.
getting really tense. Okay, so let's calm down. Everybody, calm down, and let's get this show.
I was in the
started.
fucking
Aaron,
play.
please.
Damn!
All right, are you guys ready to get into round number one?
I think so.
All right, round one. Titcoin is a brand new cryptocurrency for porn purchases. With over 275 cryptocurrencies currently trading on the market and new ones popping up seemingly every week, it can be hard to keep track of which ones are scams and which ones are simply doomed to fail. By now, you must be acquainted with some of the more mainstream coins, such as Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Dogecoin? Is that it?
Doge.
Dogecoin? Like Doji?
No, like Doge.
But like
Don't
a
you
dog?
like Dogages?
Like a dog?
No, a Doge is like a title, like a queen or a king or a
Oh.
countess or
Like-
something.
Doberman
like that.
Printer.
Like Dogecoin.
I like that he pronounced it, and then you pronounced it a different way. You're like, oh, you mean like a different pronunciation?
Right. And then she said, like a
dime.
dog? And I went, no. And she went, like a dog, right?
The dog mean
Because,
Doge, right?
yeah, because that's Aaron knows what I'm talking about. It's like a doji. Like
I actually thought the same thing. That's not what it is.
What are you guys talking about?
a
Doge.
doji.
It's
What?
not,
I don't know what that
No.
is.
Keep
None
saying
of us
it,
know
maybe
what that
we'll get
is.
it.
Yeah.
It's a doge.
You mean it's a breed of dog? Is that what you're
No.
saying?
It's a meme.
It's
The-
an internet
Doge
thing.
meme. And so I thought they had Doge coin, which is that meme, that dog meme as a Bitcoin.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
I think
maybe
that's
it's
I
an
thought
internet
that's
thing.
what it
Yeah.
was too.
I have no
I
idea.
think we're right.
Sure, why not?
The little corgi, and he's like looking sideways.
Yeah, and he's like, wow.
Yeah,
and
he's a
such-
doji.
Is this what
Whatever.
it's like to not be in a musical? I feel really outside of the lines.
I was also in it. Anyways, no. Go on.
The cryptocurrency world is about to get a proverbial boob job thanks to the arrival of Titcoin, the first porn industry targeted cryptocurrency. Hailing from the minds of startup and finance wizards Edward Mansfield, Richard Allen, and a third gentleman who prefers to remain anonymous, Titcoin is designed to easily
Definitely
facilitate.
not your dad.
Titcoin is designed to easily facilitate payment for your daily jack-off sessions.
I can't believe they wrote that.
I do not like the way Vice articles are written.
No, neither do I.
They're written as if it's two bros talking to each other over
Yeah.
a slice.
Yes, everything they do is like that.
This was
Every
a
single
woman.
thing they do.
It was?
Yeah, a woman wrote
geez.
this.
Well,
Can you believe a woman wrote this?
Edward Mansfield, one of the founders, explains anything is possible. It's funny because it's tongue in cheek and it's meant not to be reality at the same time. I don't think we would advocate for flashing your tits. That market already exists on some level. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if a girl flashes her tits at the bar, she's gonna wind up getting a free drink anyway.
Carly's doing chicken arms at me.
This is some masterful voice work.
My headphones aren't working either. I don't know.
can't hear what I sound like.
I don't know what I said. I blacked out. What did I say?
All right. Do you have any more information for us, Carly?
Yeah. Get Titcoin. You get lots of tits and coins.
Yeah, I'm a female writer.
Jerk off. Can I interview?
Hey, where'd Carly go?
Whoa, I blacked out. What did I just say?
Whoa! I've never. Oh my god! Well, we know who's winning at the Oscars tonight, don't we? What a
The Academy
performance!
Award for jerk off #1 goes to.
I think you mean number one jerk off.
Oh shit!
Who's the best supporting jerk off?
Well, it's not you because you weren't in the movie.
He played bass in a porno once.
He was just a part of the score. He was just doing the score.
I was part of the score.
Look, I played baseball. My girlfriend fucked another guy once, so I was in a three-way.
I really hate all y'all. I got paid. I was in the fucking play.
If you got paid, you definitely weren't in the show.
Yeah, that's the key. Musicians all get paid. In fact, they're usually in some kind of union,
Yeah.
whereas us performers, we were doing it for fucking free.
Yeah, we probably paid to
So
do
eat
it.
shit, Aaron Kraft.
Wow.
You and your paycheck can suck my nuts. Jerk off.
That's a good episode title. You and your paycheck can suck my nuts.
All right, should we get to the actual jokes?
All right, Ricky, you want to start us
I
off?
don't know that we should. We shouldn't kill this momentum.
Jokes.
Yeah.
I just did a spit take on my computer.
Titcoins will come in various denominations, like nipple nickels, cooter quarters, and of course the old Sacagawea.
Oh, nice.
I was like cringing at cooter quarters, and then you said Sacagawea. I have a few Sacagawea dollars in my piggy bank.
Hey, watch your mouth.
The value of the currency will be carefully managed by the Itty Bitty Titcoin Committee.
I'll piggyback off of Rick's joke here. Other proposed names for the currency included Buttcoin, Bang Bucks, Dick Dollars, Click Cash, Clam Clams, Hot Step Money disciplines naughty step dollars while husband is at work. What were we talking about?
Step dollars. Not my real dollars.
That's why it's hot.
This, as we mentioned earlier, this story was written in 2014. So clearly, Titcoin has not caught on, and I'm a perfect example because I invested everything in Titcoin, and it's all gone.
Sorry to laugh at all this tragedy.
I'm completely spent.
He doesn't have a tit to show for it.
Sorry.
Just think, the pilgrims traded beads for these things.
Be careful of getting caught using tit coins by your spouse, or she just might walk away with half.
Half your tit coins?
Half your tit coins.
Okay.
Performers can choose how they want their earnings distributed, such as on their face or back.
I like that joke. Is there more? Is there follow-up?
That's it.
Oh, it looked like you had more to say.
That was the follow-up.
I do have more to say, though. Upcoming.
Okay. It says in that article, they explained Titcoin by saying, well, everyone knows what Bitcoin is, and Titcoin has a very similar spelling. Thanks, Don Draper. I didn't fucking catch on to that. Now maybe you can explain why so many moms leave their daughters home with their stepdads. That's a porno thing for you kids at
They're
home.
stepdollars.
Hey, Paul, we talk about it a lot. we really do.
Really? The stepfather porn?
It happened in maybe the last 3 or 4 shows.
I think it's
Wow.
mostly you.
It's a big deal.
It is a lot of me, but it does get talked about.
But my stepmom's really hot. So. Sir, might I recommend a double D account for such a large deposit?
In response, Bitcoin plans to squash Titcoin with the release of new Tiggle Bitcoins.
Aaron really liked that one,
I
too.
like that one, too.
I like
think-
Tiggle Bitcoins.
Yeah, I see who's going to win this round.
You don't just have to buy Titcoin. You can also get a bunch if you're really good at skeet ball. To take on skee ball.
Yeah, but you said skeet.
Yeah.
I can never shoot it in the 100.
That's a sex thing. I don't know if you guys saw the tags at the bottom, but boobs, tits, and titties are all tagged in this story. So someone's Googling boobs, tits, and titties, and this comes up. And they're like, I was going to rub one out, but I don't want to miss out on this investment opportunity. So with one hand, he reaches in his wallet.
The invisible hand of capitalism.
Can you make it rain Titcoins?
You can't.
Instead of doing this, it's just that.
Clang, clang, clang. Well, have you guys ever gone to like a webcam, like a live webcam site?
No.
No, I live in a cave.
Because obviously they work for tips and it's all electronic, but generally there's a sound, like whenever someone tips, you hear it go, it goes clang or ka-chang or ching-ching or whatever. They pick their own. But yes, if you have the sound up, it's very loud in those webcam rooms. There's a lot of racket going on.
That's actually really encouraging. Like, people are definitely donating.
Yeah,
That's
for
great.
sure.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good. You're like, oh, good for you.
If I was,
career.
how like when you go to a bar and there's like a piano player and there's a tip jar?
Yeah.
The piano player always puts in like a 20 to make sure that people know like
to
you
prime
tip.
it, prime
Do
the
you
horse.
think the person running the webcam like adds some
Sad
ching
ching
sounds
sounds.
to make people think they need to donate?
Well, the more advanced ones, they'll put dollar signs over their eyes whenever they get a donation.
Well, they have. I'm sure you guys have talked about this, but they have these inserts. I don't want to insult them by calling them dildos because there's so much more. But they're electronic and they're wired to Bluetooth. So then when somebody donates, it automatically vibrates.
Oh, that's
So
brilliant.
it encourages people to donate a shitload. So the woman's
That
sitting
is
there
brilliant.
getting off while they're doing it.
Oh, that's
literally.
brilliant.
Yeah.
What a good marketing scheme.
Also, she
great.
doesn't have to turn it on if she doesn't want to.
That's
Yeah,
true.
she
You can
can
just
just
pretend.
pretend.
Yeah, it's revolutionized the webcam.
Wait. In porn, they can just pretend?
Well, not everybody can. Not everybody can pretend, but some of them most definitely are.
It's usually the ones who are just on their computer like, oh, yeah. Good, yeah.
The ones who are pretending are the people who never get naked. Those because they're pretending that they're not in a porn. They're like, I just played bass.
I do just play bass. I'm proud of it.
Sure.
He was in a porn because he was the one playing the bong.
Yeah, but the porn was called The Bassman Cometh. I think it was about you.
Slapping that low end.
Nice.
Do you have another joke, Rick?
No, I think
that's
that's
it.
it.
That's
That's
all.
it.
That was
Right.
it.
Or
Was his last
however
joke.
many we do.
So our resident judge, Aaron Kraft, how did the points shake out?
This is a tough round to judge because everybody landed 2 of 3, and it was all really funny. So
2 of 3, all really funny.
all really funny.
Except that third.
My personal favorite was Jeremy's Tiggle Bitcoins.
I agree.
However, Paul's first one, you invested everything in Titcoin and lost. Like, I think that actually elicited a really big reaction from everybody as well.
You like a little drama.
It was the acting. I think it was the acting that put it over the top.
So I think everybody's favorite was maybe that one, but mine was the Tiggle Bitcoins. So it's like a tie there.
Wow.
She got them Tiggle Bitcoins.
Rick, can you explain Sacagawea? I understood that too. But I didn't get
That's a real denomination of money.
Like, that's a person.
It's an actual
It's a good
real
dollar. It's a good dollar
We
coin.
had nipple nickels.
Yeah, $1 gold coin. It's a $1 coin with Sacagawea's picture on it.
Yeah.
You know who Sacagawea was?
I do, right.
Okay, so there's a $1 coin with her picture on it that is legal tender.
So he went pervy, normal. Like,
Yeah,
not
but it
pervy.
sounds
Basically,
pervy because it has the
it
word
sounds
sack.
pervy.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. No, I like that. Okay.
I like if we mentioned Sacagawea. Rick's like, who?
That's not.
I made that up. What are you talking about?
This is tough. I'm going to give it to Rick because he had two riffs that were hilarious. He followed up with follow-up to something that Paul said about how it's distributed, which was a joke that Bob made. And anyways,
Just rewind the video.
yeah, rewind it. Anyways, it was funny.
Aaron's gonna get the yarn out.
Yeah, I was going to say it's all very circular.
Follow up, and then Invisible Hand. You made a comment on Invisible Hand. There's a market to Paul's thing. So I'm gonna give it to Rick because he had dem riffs.
Wow. Points for riffing.
Democratic
Yeah.
riffs.
Yeah, do riffs count,
Riffs
man?
count,
I had no
especially
idea.
if it's a time.
All right. Congratulations to Rick for taking round one.
Yeah.
Round two. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
I'd say that makes sense.
Yeah.
Actually,
A natural progression.
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
really excited for a round two story. We'll get to it right now in round two. Tostitos breathalyzer bag can tell when you've been drinking. Tostitos has unveiled a chip bag to help consumers get home safely after the big party. Just in time for this month's Super Bowl festivities, the new Party Safe bag features a built-in sensor that can detect traces of alcohol in a user's breath. According to a company statement, the first of its kind bag features an alcohol sensor you can breathe into that will turn red if alcohol is detected and green if it's not. The limited edition bag of chips was designed in partnership with Mothers Against Drunk Driving, also known as MAD, and Uber.
Also known as
Tostitos is also offering a solution to those whose bag of chips turns red. A discount on an Uber ride.
Oh, great.
Is it still recording?
I don't know.
It's still recording. Who knows what it's shooting now?
To understand what just happened there, folks, go to the YouTube page, check out the video.
Aaron, peek in there. Make sure they're all still in there.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can't do that.
What am I? How is that?
Now you guys aren't in here.
It's just my crotch.
The bag also utilizes near-field communication NFC technology, which allows people to tap the bag with their phone to call for the car service right away. That is so fucking cool.
Yeah,
You just tap a bag of chips with your phone, and it's like your Uber will be here in 10 minutes.
I think that's pretty cool.
For a football fan, there's a lot of emotion involved with the game. Roger Barron of Goodby, Silverstein and Partners. The ad, of course, Goodby, Silverstein and Partners. Come on. The ad agency behind the bag told Adweek, "It's easy to drink more than you planned. A lot of times, all you need to stop short of driving after drinking is a friend who calls you off." Oh, this is the same
Calls
guy
you
as
off?
earlier.
Does what?
Stop it! Stop it! On Sunday of the big game, we want Tostitos to be that friend. The goal of the campaign was to cut around 25,000 drivers under the influence from the roads and highways following Super Bowl.
Jeremy, do you want to start things off?
Sure. Not to be outdone, Lay's chip bags will fit safely over her head if you take home an ugly girl.
Oh, God,
not cool.
Jeremy.
A tiny-headed ugly girl.
Jeremy, it is 2020.
Hey, that's just Jeremy's
Wow.
brand.
Hey,
man.
could you put this bag over your head? Why does it smell like chips?
Okay, she's
Flamin'
also
hot. It smells like flaming hot Cheetos.
Yeah, because you're flaming hot, baby.
Because I want to laze you.
You're dangerously cheesy.
why I
I gotta
said
watch
wait.
myself.
Wow.
now. Would we consider that riff a success? It sounded like it was kind of
No, we all should go
The whole thing was a success.
Success.
You can find anti-drunk dialing technology in every bag of bugles. Put them on the finger.
Oh, that's good.
I was
can't tap the phone.
thinking about something like that.
Nice. I like that. This has inspired similar products, like a toilet seat that can tell if the dump you're about to take will mess up your friend's toilet, so you should wait and go home.
No one would listen to that technology.
I bet you would, though. If you sat down and the toilet seat turned red, you'd be like,
Sometimes.
I gotta go home, guys.
Okay, but if it's turning red, at that point it's too late.
True.
I can't. I'm not going home.
Sometimes you just need a friend to tell you, don't take this dump.
To take off.
I do not want to be that friend.
Wave you off. So, what does a destroyed toilet look like? Is that just overflowing?
There's many things.
It can mean many things.
Yeah, there's so many ways to destroy a toilet. Sometimes it's just the smell. Sometimes it's like, it looks perfectly fine, but no one goes in there for the rest of the day.
Okay.
You've destroyed the whole bathroom.
So is there like a level orange, level red? Like we have like a color coded.
Yeah, there's
scheme?
threat levels.
Yeah.
For sure.
If your poop is orange or red, you might need to consult a doctor.
I feel like
flaming
also
hot.
the code shouldn't be for the pooper. The code should be for those waiting in line to poop.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, like, this just went to a code red. Everybody disperse. Everybody away from the door. Yeah,
Party's
that's a good
over.
idea. Go home.
Party pooper.
Oh my God. You have never made yourself laugh harder.
And also, we've never made her laugh like that. So.
It's the funniest thing you've ever said, isn't it?
No, it's in the top 10 though.
Coming in at number 2.
Oh, God, I love it. That's great.
Whose turn is it?
It's Rick's turn.
If you know you're going to drink too much on Super Bowl Sunday, make sure you get scoops. They're great for cleanup.
Oh,
Boy, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's gross.
unfortunately, the plan backfired as half of all Uber drivers were tied up bringing people more salsa.
Wink, wah.
You know, after that riff when Rick was starting to tell his joke, I actually thought the story was about poop. I was like, oh, wait, that's right. It's about chips.
And drinking.
If someone can convince you to breathe into any Tostitos bag, you've had too much to drink.
True. This has inspired similar products, like a bottle cap that will tell you when you've eaten enough hot sauce to start calling it picante.
I think you've had enough.
No,
New York City!
All right, Jeremy.
do they still make commercials based on content sauce? I feel like I haven't seen one in 30 years.
It's been a while.
Alphabet cereal Alphabet cereal helps if you do drink and drive and get pulled over. The letters will be fresh in your mind.
It's cute.
The lights turn red if you're drunk, green if you're sober, and orange if, God damn it, James, you ate all the cheese dip.
It's very specific.
James. If you feel like someone you know has had too much, just attach their keys to the back of their shirt with a chip clip. They ain't going anywhere.
This has inspired similar products, like IUDs that only turn on when they hear a male voice say, actually. You guys all know what an IUD is, right?
Yeah, I noticed.
Improvised explosion device.
I didn't get
Improvised
the actually.
unpregnancy
What's the
device.
actually part?
What?
It's when they're mansplaining.
They're mansplaining,
Yeah.
and so the joke is
Carly,
that
let me
they get turned on by that.
just hold on a second, Carly. We'll
You
get
actually asked us to explain mansplaining to you. What could we possibly do? You have put us in an impossible situation.
Now, listeners, viewers, don't hold that against us. She wanted it explained.
She was asking for it.
Look what she's wearing.
Yeah, like a
That's
fat
someone-
headband.
That's someone who wants to know some information.
She looks like she wants to know things.
She's dressed like a librarian.
You should see her every day. She's always out asking questions, looking things up.
She has a history of this.
You know, I listened to the episode you guys recorded without me with all the mansplaining stuff, and I was like, totally fine, everything's fine. And then Jeremy made a joke, and I literally in my car went, Oh, Jeremy! No! And I can't remember what the joke is, but
See, I thought the problem would come from Aaron because whenever he jokes like that, it sounds like he's being serious.
no, I knew Aaron was joking. But Jeremy said something, and I literally went,
Yeah.
"Oh, Jeremy, no!"
Yeah.
Well done.
That's what I go for.
That seems like a regular segment on this show.
Oh, Jeremy, no.
He actually just said white power.
No, she's usually on board with that.
I'm white, so it's fine.
I love white and power. So
Why not together?
White people are a minority, by the way, on this podcast. You
Tell
guys should
me.
all know.
That's right.
Well, not today. Today we're equal.
Yeah, but
We got
know,
three.
Well,
separate.
I'm sorry.
Separate, but equal.
Why do you count on the white side?
Yeah, how come we separated?
just cultures naturally tend to shift.
Segregation.
Where are we at?
Rick's
Paul's
third joke.
gentrifying our podcast.
That's what us old white guys do.
Oh, did I skipped one. Okay, good. This is my best one.
Ooh.
Okay. Tostitos brand bean dip will now tell you when you've had too much LSD. Like, it will literally tell you.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that's everybody.
All right, that's round 2. So Aaron Kraft, our resident judge. Do we have a winner of the round?
There is a winner. I'll get to it in a second. Is it one of us?
There's somebody in the building.
This is another tough round to judge because it was actually really good. There are only
Actually.
actually. Did
Let
someone's
me, let me
IUD just go
explain
off?
what he meant by that.
Jeremy's number 2 joke, more salsa, and Rick's first joke did not land, but I thought the rest of them were well received. However, that being said, Jeremy was riffing hard there. I really like your New York City riff. That's a nice callback to the salsa. But
Leave it to the Mexican. Call him back to the salsa.
so I really like Jeremy's first joke too. That was my favorite joke of the.
I thought it was
entire round.
funny.
That was
Come on.
hilarious.
Which one was that?
The chip, the bag,
Bag
over her head.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
gross,
that's a no
and we
for me.
hated you for it.
Oh, no, Jeremy.
So I don't understand the hate there. Like
That's
that was,
the one for
It's not
today.
hate, it's just disappointment.
I guess I thrive on that because that was hilarious. But then Paul had a strong round here too. So, and I thought the actually joke was very clever, and I was really happy because I understood it for once. I understood the joke for once. So,
I was playing to you. I was playing to the white male, the only other white male here.
3/4 white, but I'm not counting. Bob landed.
What's the other fourth?
That's how he gets his casino checks.
Are you part Native American?
No, Mexican.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Which part?
What,
Spicy jalapeno.
the bank account part, maybe?
Is Aaron
Damn.
is
Wow.
Aaron spelled Aaronye?
Three-quarters of him just went really racist against the other quarter.
Super clean, y'all.
Are you editing this
Doubled
out?
down on it. Nice.
We're going to pause real quick. Do you really want me to edit that out?
No, it's fine. You don't think it's fine?
Well, I'm going to
You know
keep
what? I'll take your
referencing
word
it
for
throughout
it.
the show.
I'll take it.
So
Yeah, no, we'll go with it.
Okay.
that was hilarious that you just said that thing about being quarter Mexican, man.
See, that'd be just a fun little mystery.
What?
It
What?
just-
I need to rewind.
The volume goes down and the cucaracha song comes on.
But only you played just the first
Yeah, it's
fourth
like-
of the song.
But it's a horn.
My ride is here.
Oh, man. Aaron.
So, let's gonna let the dust settle for a second. Okay. Bob landed all 3, but for once I'm not giving it to the person who landed all 3. I'm going to give it to Paul and Jeremy because they had the best jokes.
Wow.
It's a tie.
Oh, I
So
tied.
3-way tie: Rick, Jeremy, Paul.
I hope
Okay.
you've edited in a close up of your disgusted look right now, Robert.
I'm just more puzzled.
You
I just want-
landed.
yeah.
No, let me mansplain what happened.
Oh.
You landed all your jokes, but you've lost the round to two
Got it.
people who landed
The best jokes.
Of the 3.
3/4 of their
Yeah.
jokes.
We got the popular vote.
Math's hard for girls, but yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
You got the most votes, but the electoral electoral joke college decided that we were the winners.
Now that's
representative democracy.
They definitely need to go to the joke college.
The joke-toral college.
Well, speaking
That
of
one needs to go too. I'm sorry.
speaking of votes, let's get into round number 3 for our political
shit.
round.
Well
Pew,
done.
pew. White House releases unexpectedly romantic coin featuring Trump and Kim Jong-un. And I'm going to do the viewers on YouTube a favor and kind of show a close-up on my laptop. I think you can hopefully see that.
Kinda show a
It's a
close-up.
pretty sexy coin. What's the one thing missing from your wallet? How about a commemorative trip coin featuring President Donald Trump and Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un? Its value will depend on whether the planned summit actually happens. The White House Communication Agency on Monday released a commemorative trip coin to mark the upcoming summit between the two leaders. The coin refers to Kim as Supreme Leader and refers to the historic occasion as peace talks. One side of the coin is Air Force One taking off over the White House. On the flip side are silhouettes of Trump and Kim looking at one another. Kim even has his double chin.
Never leaves home without it.
According to the White House military office, they currently aren't selling any of the coins, so if you wanted one to jazz up your wallet, you're out of luck. Trump and Kim are scheduled to meet on June 12th in Singapore if North Korea shows up.
So this story
shows
is
it.
from 2018.
Yeah.
So they did end up selling them. And on eBay, you can get one for $13.99. At Walmart, you can get one for $4.99.
Oh, okay.
Walmart?
Walmart.
They have these at Walmart?
At the online, I guess. Maybe at the store. I don't know.
Probably not.
Well, Bob, you want to start us off?
Sure. The coin is currently only accepted at most racist grocery stores run by Koreans.
This story, we talked earlier about how the kind of bullshit Vice writes, and this is a perfect example. They say in the story the White House had no input from this, but then they make fun of the White House anyways, and in the last paragraph they get all political and think they're making a statement. You know what, Vice? Just go back to telling me how to cook with weed. Thanks.
Now you're cooking with weed?
Go back to talking about Titcoin, Vice.
Exactly. I love that guy. That guy didn't get much appearance in this story, that character.
He's not well
Different
liked.
department.
Yeah, he didn't have a lot to say about politics.
It's my new
He's not
favorite
really
character.
a political guy.
All right.
He keeps to himself about that.
That's nice. It's a good...
My politics are private.
I don't like to talk about it in public or with my friends.
My politics are private, but my privates are public.
You flip a coin to see who launches the first nuke.
Ah,
Damn, I
That's
had
the whole joke?
That's the whole. I wrote that like 10 minutes ago.
I wrote that back in 2018.
Good. It still holds. It still holds up.
Evergreen.
All right. So kind of a piggyback on Ricky's joke a little bit. In addition to commemorating the summit, the coin also represents the overall odds that Trump will start a nuclear war.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50-50.
50-50?
It's a coin
Okay,
flip.
sure.
Remember they made those 9/11 commemorative coins and they used metal from Ground Zero? Well, these coins also make me uncomfortable.
If you're in North Korea, you know, they have a lot of vending machines on the street there, and if you put this coin into a vending machine, a dog gets released, kills your uncle.
Kills your uncle.
I picked E4. God damn it.
The dog gets stuck in it.
Just banging on it.
Tilting it, get the dog out.
Shave and a haircut. 2 twits.
Wow.
Now that the coin is made, Kim Jong-un is one unfortunate acid attack away from his origin story as Two-Face.
Yeah.
It's weird how any artistic representation of either looks like the artist is insulting them. It's like no matter what.
Well, in this case, to piggyback off that, you can see if you look at the article, the picture has of Kim Jong-un has less chins than the coin. They gave him extra chins on the coin instead of just the 2 he normally has. They gave him like 4. And then when Trump heard about this, he said, extra chins. They already have a Chang and a Chung. Why do they need more? Decided to do little character work in that. Thank you very much. I'm not really known for impressions, but I like to trot them out every once in a while.
You combed your beard over to do that joke.
When Trump grows a beard, they like go the same way.
It's like standing in a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
They go opposite ways, like twisted. All right.
Okay.
The original design for the coin had a single string of spaghetti coming out from the mouths of each respective leader.
Oh.
Yeah. What, doesn't that come with a song? All your Disney jokes come with a song.
This is the night.
Aaron might be able to do the song. He was in Lady in the Tramp.
I was the bass player. Okay?
Okay. Nice.
How many times I gotta explain that?
The commemorative coin was used for the Super Bowl coin flip, where the winner elected to receive or defer, and the loser picked which side of the field would be their demilitarized zone.
Aaron like that.
I like that. Yeah, that's good. That's it.
I think that's it.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
everything.
Bob started.
Oh, that's it.
That's everybody.
All right, so Aaron Kraft, who won this episode?
I really enjoyed Rick's 2 twits. Shaving a haircut, 2 twits. That was very good. That was very good. I won't say clever because clever has a negative connotation now. If I give somebody the clever award, that means they're going to lose. Is what they think.
Based on history.
It feels like you also didn't win from that joke, too.
Jeremy's DMZ joke, that was good. But unfortunately, Rick and Jeremy only landed 1 of the 3.
Damn.
Oh, no.
It's true.
So we look over to Paul and Bob. Both landed all 3.
We try to, but the camera's out, so...
And,
This one's still barely functioning over here.
if you want to know what Jeremy's talking about, check out our YouTube page. Watch the video.
To see no video.
You know, they were both good. I liked Bob's insulted joke at the end. And I really like how the number 2 one he made makes me uncomfortable. Right, that was funny.
That's good.
That was a good joke.
And then Paul's same, like, just tell me how to cook with weed vice, because that's what they do best.
Right.
It's true. The dog gets released from the vending machine, and the extra chin. Yeah, but it's funny. I mean,
good.
it was
Good
good.
stuff.
We laughed. So,
Wow.
so I'm going to give a point to Paul and Bob, which I believe makes Paul the winner.
All right.
Congratulations,
I
Bob.
just want to point
Paul.
out I am 3 for 3
Oh.
on this podcast.
This is garbage.
This is the 3rd time I've appeared and the 3rd time I have won. So next time I come, make it a little harder, please.
You notice how they're writing their
Wow.
jokes last minute and you didn't?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I wrote mine like a week ago.
Maybe you're just funnier than us.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, is it really a comedy competition? I think it's really more of a what makes Aaron laugh competition. I know
Which
my
it's a
audience.
mystery. Nobody knows what makes Aaron laugh.
Yeah, last time I wrote a bunch of jokes for Brad, and I was like, oh shit, different judge. That's why I had a lot of Brad-centric stuff. I was like, this story makes me think about how good-looking Brad is.
Well, you
Really
paying me
fucked
off
me
in the
over.
parking lot helped too, I think.
Pay off, jerk off, whatever. All right, I have a really hard trivia question
Oh, it's video?
that I'm going to try on you guys. Usually you give me trivia questions, but I have a trivia question that nobody can ever answer.
How are we
But
gonna-
it's about a show that the answer to the question is most definitely a show you've heard of, very famous. The question is, what hour-long drama has the most spin-offs?
Drama.
Hour-long drama.
Oh, Star Trek Next Generation. Or Star Trek?
Star Trek, the original series. That's right.
I was going to say Law and Order.
I was going to say
Well,
Law and
with
Order.
Picard, they just passed Law and Order. That's why.
Oh,
it used to be Law
nice.
and Order, but because it's Picard now, it's
Wait, do you mean TV show spin-offs?
as opposed to
Or
what?
movie spin-offs?
No, that's
No.
no.
Oh,
TV
Picard
show.
is a TV
He's
show.
the king of
No,
TV.
there's no such thing as a movie
But they've had
spin-off.
like Deep Space Nine, Next Generation, and some other ones.
Okay.
Movie spin-offs are called reimaginings or parodies.
No,
or-
no, no.
What
I
about
didn't know
Hobbs and Shaw?
That's a movie spin-off. That's not based on a TV show.
Oh,
Star
but I thought
Trek.
that we were saying there's no movie spin-offs.
I'm saying there's no such thing as spinning off a movie from a TV show. You can
gotcha.
make a big screen version like Firefly, which
Twin
was
Peaks.
like the ending. They made one movie that was the big screen version of the TV show, but it's not a spin-off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like someone
Yeah,
got
like
their own
the Lizzie
show.
McGuire movie wasn't a spin-off.
Yeah, it wasn't a
of Lizzie
spin-off. It's just a
McGuire.
big screen version. It
It's
does
just a
work the
longer
other
episode.
way.
Sure.
They make TV shows from movies, and
Yeah,
that's
like
called a
Limitless.
spin-off.
Limitless was the
Limitless
spin-off.
TV show, right?
But I will say this: Limitless TV show was really good.
No, you're wrong about that.
It was really good. I
It was
really
not good.
enjoyed it.
It was worse than the movie.
I liked the movie.
That's why you think the show was good. Then
Are you saying Aaron is the only person who's ever gotten that right?
Yeah, especially that quick.
Wow.
Pretty good
Impressive.
for a bassist.
Okay, so normally
racist.
at this point in the show, I will ask a burning question. But when Paul is here, he's the king of TV, so we have to ask TV trivia. So Paul just gave us some trivia, but Paul, if it's okay, we like to test your knowledge.
It's okay.
All right.
What if he said no?
So, all right, I'm going to ask some questions, and we'll see. It's going to be basically Paul versus the cast. So whoever answers it right first is the winner of that question. All right. What was the
Star
name?
Trek.
What was the name of the monkey in Friends?
Marcel.
Oh, I
Wait.
think Paul answered that a little
Paul
faster
got
than
it
you guys.
first. Yeah,
Wait, is it
Everybody
first
knew it,
answer?
though.
yeah.
First answer.
But everybody knew it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not a race. Who cares? That's an easy one.
Hey,
Okay,
that's too
this
easy.
is
We'll
actually
decide,
another
Paul.
Friends question.
Okay.
Who played the role of Chandler's father on Friends?
Kathleen Turner.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. It was played by a woman. His father was a transgender. Okay.
He's one of those transgenders.
But a man did play the part in flashbacks. No lines. But
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who? I'm looking. Some of these
Can
are
I
really,
be
really
any more
easy.
transgender?
What was the first TV advertisement about?
It was
Colgate.
No, it was for
Pepsodent.
A toy.
No,
Oh, then I don't know.
an
say
accessory.
LaCroix?
I will say it was for an accessory that you wear.
Native American
Jewelry.
headdresses.
Speak it to the mic.
Beanie
Native
hats.
American headdresses, because that's what the Indian they show at the end of the.
Beanie hats.
It was for Belova watches.
I was going to say watch. Nick, like I said, watch.
I have a question. I have a trivia question. Me and Ricky actually talked about this. We
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
the answer. So
This is the one. So you guys don't know the answer.
we don't know the
We
answer.
call this going to the mountain. That's what you're not trying to stump me. You're going to the mountain.
Okay,
That's what we
let-
call this.
Okay, don't speak that badly about yourself.
What?
What is okay in Brady Bunch?
Yes.
Peter Brady famously says pork chops and applesauce.
Right.
Who was he mimicking or referencing?
Humphrey Bogart. I knew
Yes,
that.
It was Humphrey Bogart.
When
That's
you
the
were
question.
drunk the other night, you didn't know, and then we said we need to ask Paul Goebel.
Yes, he was trying to sound like Humphrey Bogart.
Whatever
From
I
which
get-
movie?
No movie in particular. That's not a quote. It's he walked in and said, "What's for dinner, Mom?" And they said, "Pork chops and applesauce." And he went, pork chops and applesauce."
So whenever
Maybe that's
Rick-
what I wanted to know. The
I bet
context
that was
of why he said it.
ad-libbed. It probably wasn't scripted.
No, you don't let kids ad lib on a
The
fucking
kid
TV
that
show.
played Peter Brady was known for his hilarious ad libs.
Christopher
Paul
Nolan.
doesn't know that because he doesn't know a lot
Now,
about TV.
here's a question. Brady Bunch actually has like I think the third most spin-offs. Brady Bunch is maybe the sitcom with the most spin-offs.
What are the spin-offs of Brady
But
Bunch?
the key is it's the only show to spin off a drama, a sitcom, and a reality show.
A variety show?
And a variety show.
I know
You're
the
right.
reality show. What are the other spin-offs?
Well, there's the Brady Brides, which was a show about Marcia and Jan. They got married and they lived together. The two couples lived together.
And that was the drama?
No, that was another sitcom.
Okay.
There was The Bradys, which was an hour-long, like 30-something. They called it Brady something. It was just called The Bradys, but that was an hour-long drama. And then most recently, they had the Very Brady Renovation. on
Right,
Home
right.
The
Garden.
reality
Yeah, I
show.
watched some of that.
Now they spun off movies. Very Brady
No,
Christmas.
those are
Those aren't
parodies.
spin-offs.
And the Christmas was a TV movie, and those are called reunion
Paul already
movies.
explained this.
I rest
Jeremy.
my case.
It's a TV movie.
Point
Those are
proven.
called reunion events.
I think it's safe to say that the episodes with Paul are the ones with the most yelling. Like just
Okay,
everybody's.
I have one final TV trivia question. Okay, and I really like this question because I like this song. Second Time Around is the theme song of which TV series?
Oh, Step by Step.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Step by
Yeah.
step,
Day by
day
day.
by day. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but Aaron Kraft is in that show because one time his band did a cover of that song.
I'm the bassist.
You know, I just want to take this opportunity to say, hey, Aaron, that was really cool that you performed in that production.
Thank you.
Shut up.
Nice
Bob.
job.
Losers.
You got paid
Nice work.
for it. You got paid for it. Listen, hey, it's pretty cool that you do the thing that you do to make money every day.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's pretty cool that you support
I never-
yourself financially.
You know, I've never really thought about it, but it's pretty cool.
I've never been dished off for having a job before.
You say dished on?
Pretty cool that you're
Yeah,
talented
just a-
enough at a certain thing that you can charge money to do it.
Hey, Aaron.
Thank you, Paul.
Okay, now I have to call Aaron out. Dished on? That's
Yeah.
not a
Oh,
thing.
Dish. When you dish on somebody, you're like
Yes, that's a
slamming
thing.
them.
That's more a gossipy
Dish.
thing. That's
Dish.
like when you're gossiping about
Dish.
somebody.
You're
Yeah,
getting
you're
a dissed
dishing.
on.
Yeah.
Dissed on.
Do you think you're a rapper? Are you trying to be a rapper or a gossip columnist? Which one do you think you're more like right now?
Either way, you work for Vice,
Yeah,
right?
dishing is like gossip.
I don't know which
Yeah, you
question to
jerk off.
answer first.
If you get hired at Vice, you have to be both things. You can't just take one job. Well, I write the gossip column. I'm also a rapper.
And these are a bunch of dish bags.
Ah, shit. That's a pun.
You know, you're
Alrighty.
really not supposed to dish. It's not good for your system. It's a lie.
I don't know what
What the hell are you
means.
talking about?
Oh, well, you just called everyone a dish bag.
All right, Bob, close us out here.
It's been so hectic.
She uses that New Jersey pronouncement of douche. Dish. Hey, Joanne, did you dish?
Did you dish your vagina?
The bathroom's at threat level red. It looks like someone dished in me.
Call back.
You guys ever had some Chicago deep douche? It's actually pretty unsettling. Yeah.
It's cheesy.
I
Yes.
prefer New York style deep douche. Or just regular thin douche.
There's something about the water.
It's very fragrant.
Too yeasty.
It's got vinegar in
All
it.
gonna
right.
make a
In
yeast.
this recording, we have stopped and gone and taken side videos, and Jeremy has peed 9 times.
Wow.
I think it's time to end it.
Guys,
Is it?
thank
end
you,
it, guys.
Thank you for sticking with us through this one. Damn, this is I'm looking at the camera that's not filming.
Here, look here.
Yeah, so we appreciate it. Paul, is there anything you want to let the people know about that's coming up or online that you want them to check out?
I have almost nothing going on online. Although I used to do this podcast with Steve Mandel called "Where Have I Seen That Before?" and I forgot to cancel the Audible account or whatever.
Sure.
So it's good for another year.
Hey.
So if you want to check that out, you still can. But the episodes are super old. But if you're local, I don't know. These guys tell me this happens. But if you're in town in the Phoenix or Tucson area and you want to see my show, all your favorite game shows, you can do that. The first Wednesday of every month at the Grid and the first Thursday of every month at the Screening Room. That's in Tucson, and it's free
our
and it's
cast
fun.
has been on that show a few
Carly
times.
and Jeremy are both winners
Yes.
of that show. Aaron was not on. Aaron,
Oh, I
because
know.
it was before.
It was before me.
It was before you came on, yeah. But
I haven't won, but I've been very entertaining on that show.
I think everybody
I will
has.
say this, Paul. The last time I was on the show, I won, and
Carly
I was,
won twice.
I was promised a bid in Big Pine, but I couldn't go to Big Pine.
Yeah. Carly won twice. So that was the thing is I've won this show twice. I wanted you to win my show, or rather 3 times. I wanted you to win my show
you
3
scratch
times. But
my back, I scratch
you've
yours.
only won my show twice. Although I will say Carly is the only person who was able to win in front of her parents. No one else has ever brought their
People
parents to the
usually
show.
choke.
I felt like we were in high school again, and it
They live right down the street from the Grid,
Ah, that's
and
nice.
they like comedies. So.
was like a night out at the theater for them.
Yeah, they enjoyed
It was
it.
very nice.
I will say this: my mom was very disappointed in me because I got a question wrong about the show Glee, which was really disappointing for
Hmm. yeah,
me
I was
too.
disappointed too. And then you got a question right about weed.
Who are you?
You're not my
I'm
daughter.
a pothead who's never seen Glee.
That's my daughter.
Sounds like a pretty good life to me.
That's the same guy who uses only Titcoin. Same dude.
All right. So Paul,
Yes.
Paul is a good follow on Instagram. He's always posting
Oh, yeah.
really great pictures of toys. And
I have a big collection of pop culture toys and memorabilia and things like that. And for the past few months, I've been posting a picture a day. So it's on my Facebook too. But yeah, if you want to go to my Instagram, The Paul Goebel Show, and be my friend on Facebook, you can see all those pictures. Some of them are Some of them I don't know what they are, so people tell me, "Oh, that's an anime guy or whatever."
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's something on there for everybody.
All right.
So do that, and you can follow us anywhere. We're online, Facebook, Twitter at 123 Jokes Podcast. Anywhere that you find podcasts, Podbean, Stitcher, iTunes, etc. We'll be there, and we would appreciate if you gave us some likes, reviews, suggestions for stories, like our good friend Scott Gregg. What else? Share the show. Subscribe on YouTube. All that stuff really does help us out. So please do that.
Check us out on our live shows every second Friday of the month at Chiba Hut in Mesa, across from MCC. We'd love to see you out there and meet you. And with that, I'm Jeremy Martinez.
I'm Ricardo Leone.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
I'm Aaron Kraft.
I'm Paul Goebel.
This has been another episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes!
Yeah.
This is going to be absolute hell to edit.
I work for ASU. I had to go out to ASU West, and that's like about from here. It's about 40 minutes away. I thought we can use this on the show.
He was
Want
dropping
to?
some.
Okay, we'll leave it. We'll leave
He's
it.
dropping a nice anecdote.
All right.
I'm already invested.
West Campus.
Okay, so sorry, the West Campus. So it's about 40 minutes away. So we go, we do little R&R for looking if we're going to shoot out there. And then, so we're done, and I kind of need to go to the bathroom. And I think, I'll just, wait till I get back to work. 40 minutes. It didn't seem like a big deal. As soon as I leave the parking lot, all of a sudden, it's like I need to go so bad. And, I'm like clenching. And then, that's that moment where it's like, it's going to happen, it's how it happened. And then it subsides.
Right.
So you're like,
yeah.
thank
Number
God.
two?
Number
Coming
two.
in waves.
Number two.
Yeah.
It comes in waves. And so this happens a few times. And I'm thinking, there's a McDonald's across the street. I know at this corner, but it's across the street. It'll
Come
be
on,
hard to
sphincter,
get there.
keep it together, sphincter.
I'll go to the very next place that has a bathroom.
Oh no.
And then I see this bar. I think it's called Daddy-O's or something like that.
Oh, the Irish bar over there.
Is okay, there
Yeah.
you go.
Oh, I love shitting there.
So I'm just like panicking, driving over there. And then I start to turn into my space and I hit the brakes because I'm just squeezing so tight. And then
You shit.
Oh no.
I shit myself so bad. Just
What? Really?
an explosion. And I'm like, damn it.
You seem kind of proud of it.
It's crazy. No, it was the worst thing that had ever happened to me at the time. I was like, no, because I also had to get back because I had a shoot scheduled.
Yeah, you did.
Were you in your own vehicle?
I was in my own vehicle.
How much of a mess was it? Did it
It's
all
a
stay?
big- It didn't get on the seat.
Like
And
the
I-
windows all browned out.
Did it leak out your pants?
So
It exploded as if he stole a bag from the bank.
The inside of the windows.
Jeremy made that joke when I told him
I
that.
think it's weird, though, that you had your pants down while you're...
That's just how he drives.
Gotta be comfortable, man.
So luckily it's sweater weather.
Luckily.
I tied the sweater around my
Not for the
waist
sweater.
and walked into this bar and what was I going to do? Take the pants off in the car?
Call in sick and go the fuck home.
But I'm not going to drive around with shit all over the place.
Carly's saying
Carly
saying
would.
that's what you would do.
That's what
Drive
you would do?
straight home, right?
Yes.
Even if it was 40 minutes away.
Yes.
I
I'm not
think-
getting out of my car unless it's inside of my own home.
You're gonna drive right up to your back porch and pop the
I'm
fence
gonna
and
drive
run
my
in.
car literally into my house and crash through
nobody-
the wall like the fucking Kool-Aid man.
I get that.
So I waddle over and it smells like
Of course.
you can smell it. So people
tends to do that.
walking by or not sitting at their tables eating
It
their
was
lunches
Throttle red.
Oh,
They needed
no.
the
can
red
smell
thread.
it and I get lost. I can't find the bathroom. And I finally, I get there.
Luckily, you could find your way back by following
The smell lines. So I get to the toilet. I sit down. And so, I was sitting at the time that it happened. So it's all over my butt. So I'm sitting on the toilet seat. It's filthy. It's covered all with shit because it was all over my butt. And I'm trying to clean as much as I can out, just from the pants, because these underwears are going in the trash.
Yeah.
And there was a hole in my underwear, so it's just like, that's why you need to throw away holy underwear.
Did you blow a hole in the underwear?
Just previously in Rick.
Okay.
Rick's suggestion is that you should get rid of underwear with holes in it because you are going to shit yourself.
Because if you do shit yourself.
In case.
Not in case, because you will shit yourself.
So
One day eventually.
I'm trying to clean my pants out as much as possible, and it's just all over my hands. And then there are people coming in to use the urinals, and I'm there. And so I finally get my pants off, so I had to take my shoes off. So there's a guy in the stall standing next to the toilet in his socks with shoes, unmanned. So I try to do my best to clean the toilet.
Wait, did it look like there was two dudes in there? At the same time?
I don't know. There's 2 dudes in there, and there's some really kinky shit.
Smells like shit.
So I tried to do my best with toilet paper, wasn't cutting it. So I had to get out, put my pants on.
Use the blow dryer?
No, I went and got paper towels with soap on it, hand soap, and just scrubbed as much as I could. It didn't do much, but so eventually I get out of there. But so when I did
don't just say eventually I get out of it.
3 hours later.
Cut
And then
to.
did you go to work after this?
No. So I had to cancel. So I'm on the toilet, like emailing the lady that I was going to have a shoot with because it was like, no way. I texted her and said, I'll be there late. And then I got deep into it and I was like,
I texted her and I was like, how's your sense of smell?
I'm just not going to make it.
Oh, man.
And so
I'm just not going to make it because I didn't make it.
So I took a long bath after that.
A bath?
Well, I showered and then I took a bath.
Oh, I was going to say, you just immediately...
Dumped in.
Fucking disgusting, man.
Stew.
I hear it's good for the skin. I don't.
Oh, boy.
Are you going to leave this in?
Good question.
This should be a bonus.
Yeah, you
Bonus at
can
the end.
edit it out and make it its own separate
Actually, here's what you
video.
should
Oh,
do.
what a bonus!
So, do you guys ever do drives to try to raise money once a year or anything
We
like that?
should.
We should.
When you do one, offer this as a tier.
Content?
If you donate $10, you get to see this special bonus episode. Don't tell people what it is, but they'll be like, "Sweet, let's see what my $10 is." And then they get a story about Ricky shitting his pants.
They should get to choose between our cooking video and Ricky's shit pants story.
It should be cooking video or question.
Yeah, or the
Grab bag.
mystery.
Yeah.
What's in door number 2?
What's behind stall number 2?
So, but
That's
the
a great
moral of
idea.
the story is,
Oh,
it made
that's
me
the moral.
rethink. You ever walk into a bathroom and there's something super gross, like someone peed all over the seat, or there is shit
Yes,
on the
I've
seat?
been in a men's restroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And now, it's always like, why would somebody do that? Maybe they didn't mean to.
Maybe they were 40 minutes from their house.
There is a moral to this story.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
All right, you're a modern day Aesop.
Yeah, you sopped it all
Yeah, sure,
up.
that's how I do it. Hey. I said, can I have some dinner rolls?
See, now we're mixing the cooking video.
For
And
my dinner, I gotta sop it up.
And what is the name of this bar and what is the address?
Daddy-O's.
It's on Thunderbird.
Thunderbird and
All right, everyone,
40.
please go to Daddy-O's.
that's
Check
Rick's
it out.
new nickname after that incident.
Daddy-O's.
No, Thunderbird. Let's pause real
right.
quick. I'm going to charge up some batteries just in case these stop.
Okay.